Wuthering Waves has had a successful launch. I think it's been phenomenal. Despite all the issues, they've done proper compensation. We've had a great time. The 1.0 story was pretty good, considering the boring beginning and the exciting end. I think it was a great story so far. As a matter of fact, I think the whole game has been great so far. But I will say, if this game wants to last and it wants to have a good lifespan, I think that there's some things they should add to it to keep us engaged. And, I want to be a contributing factor to the game. Here's 5 ideas that I had that I would love to see in the future of Wuthering Waves. But before we get into that, make sure you like the video and subscribe. I've been really trying to grow this channel, and so that'd be super helpful if you did. But without further ado, let's get into the video. First thing, Echo cosmetics. Now, echoes are obviously a big part of the game, seeing that they're your artifacts and they're a skill for your character to use, but they're also about the bling, baby, especially because you can unlock shiny echoes. I think having echo cosmetics is something that's super important, because if you do unlock shiny echoes and then eventually you get a better echo in the future, well, what are you going to do about the shiny one? You're just going to keep the artifact in the vault, or are you going to, update the cosmetic? I think updating cosmetics is something that'd be a great idea, especially because, again, as time goes on, you're gonna get more echoes. We're gonna get more different versions of them, and if they add more shiny versions, that's more cosmetics. Make one shiny version super rare and make it so that way, there's something to hunt for. I think that limited time events could also provide echo cosmetics. I also think that cooperative things could be echo cosmetics as well. Say there's only shinies that show up in your game if there's co-op with you. That sounds like a great addition to me. That also incentivizes people to play with each other, seeing that it's going to be like a community game. I think having incentive for people to play together is a good idea. The next thing I think they should add is the ability to reset items, characters, and echoes. Now, there's a lot of controversy with why you would want to do that, and I understand that some people, they say, oh, just grind it out, go to the next one. You can just do it again in the future. I get that idea, but I think at least making it so that there is a way for us to take the investment on one unit and put it into another one makes it so power creep is less painful when it happens. I don't think that power creep is really a huge concern right now, but I do think in the beginning, when you have characters that you've leveled and you're like, if I get this guy, and then, oh my gosh, now I have to spend all this time leveling up this unit. And obviously that's going to be less useful during dead times and dead patches. That's why I don't think resetting is something that you can just do unlimitedly. If it was up to me, I would think that there should be an item that you could get from the shop that is super rare that you have to collect a bunch of other items for. Say you need like 20 of each like regional flower or something like that. You trade that in and you get this reset item. And you can get this reset item once a month or every 2 months or even every 3 months, making it so that way there is a way to reset your characters, your weapons, and ways to reset your echoes. It's just an idea, something I think would be nice for the game to make it so I don't have to just grind ungodly amount of time to get all these resources back to upgrade the next character. Now, earlier I mentioned echo cosmetics. Now I'm mentioning cosmetics. That might not just be cosmetics for your character either. You can get cosmetics for your weapon, and you can also get cosmetics for animations. So when you switch units, you could have a cosmetic for that, making it so there's transition effects. Again, I think this game visually is so stimulating that keeping the visual stimulus going in the future and adding new innovative ways to keep us engaged is a good idea. Like I said, cosmetics on the character is probably going to be the most important thing. Cosmetics for transition effects is just an idea, but having these things be available in the game is something I think is a really good idea. Whether it's a limited time event, something you get through the shop, or something you can unlock permanently in a very rare way. Personally, I think having rarity is better than FOMO, because rarity makes me want to play the game more. FOMO makes me want to play the game, and if I miss it, I don't want to play it anymore because I missed it. So if I had any advice to Wuthering Waves or any gacha games in general, I would say that making things rarer on a grind aspect than making things rare as in FOMO and limited time, that's kind of, you're just going to lose people on that, in my opinion. I think that it's just going to ruin a lot of people's times if they miss out on the thing they want and they can't get it ever again. That's why shiny hunting in Wuthering Waves is so exciting right now. Everyone's so excited to be able to do this and grind it out and get better relics for your characters, making them stronger, and also getting cooler looking cosmetics in the game. Something that I think is really smart. Number 4, slot machines. Put slot machines in the game. Why? Why do I say that? Because it'll incentivize gacha. People feeling lucky, they'll do a summon. And you can get more currency. Now, I only recommend doing the slot machines with the shells for funsies. So like the, you know, the regular credit currencies that you have in the game. Give us a slot machine for that, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a large amount of it eventually, and it'd be fun to do like a huge gamble on stream. Or I have a small amount and I'm trying to get more, and so that's just an idea. And you can even put like card games in the game, like blackjack or, you know, Mojang or something. I know Mojang's not a card game, but it would be cool to be able to, you know, make currencies doing these little mini games versus just playing mini games for no reason. Just an idea. Now, my last idea is something I think we can all agree with, something that I think might be the best idea of all the other ones. I don't know, Echo Cosmetics is a pretty good idea, but I think time trials against your friends in a live sequence is a great idea. Time trial battles is something that I think is super fun, kind of like Balloons Tower Defense type beat, where we got waves of enemies we got to defeat, and the faster you clear it, the more you can send to the other person to have to fight. And so if you clear the stage first, they have to do this thing or fight this enemy. I think it'd be really fun. It would also incentivize community engagement. With this game being a gacha game, with it being a single player game, a multiplayer game as well, but being a PvE focused game, you want to have community engagement at its highest. And I think making it so that there's something we can do together besides shiny hunting is a great idea. Now, needless to say, these are all additive ideas. My ideas here are trying to make it so the game has more to do in the future, or just something that they might want to consider adding. If Kuro Games sees this and wants to add something, fantastic. I would love that. Shiny hunting is great. Echoes, as they are fantastic. Having cosmetics in the game is something they're going to do in the future. I know all of these things exist already. I just think that these would be good additions to the game, so that way in the future, people can stay interested and excited. I plan on staying here for quite some time. Wuthering Waves has been the game I've been waiting for quite some time now. Literally since it's announced, I've been waiting to play this game. Time trials with friends, sending enemies to the other side, I think that would be a great time, especially because I would do better than my friends, and I would send them over and they would be mad. That'd be funny to me. Let me know what you think. If you guys think any of these are great ideas, let me know down in the comments below. If I missed anything, or if you have any ideas that you want me to talk about in another video, leave them in the comments below. My name's Try Dragon, but you could call me Try or Dragon. I'm gonna make videos about this game moving forward for a while. If you'd like to support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, follow me over at twitch.tv/the Try Dragon. I'll be streaming there a couple days a week, so you can come see what it's all about. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you like me, subscribe. But until next time, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.